Welcome to another episode of the 5 Minute Money Manager. Some of you are probably saying to yourself, Dr. Anderson, I thought this podcast is supposed to be about money, but you spend a lot of time talking about other things. If you remember the earlier episode on money, number 3, I believe, I noted that all sorts of items such as grain, cattle, beads, shells, stones, alcohol, metal, cocoa beans, spices, tobacco, almonds, beaver skins, salt, oil, and even large round stones have been used as money in the past. Today we generally think of money as paper notes and metal coins, or the electronic representation of them in our bank accounts. And if you define money only in this way, then you'd be correct in thinking I have strayed. The reality is that money is any resource we have, with one exception, that can be used to help obtain something we want. Thus, money could also be your possessions, your education, your good name, your ability to negotiate, your reputation, your social connections, your captivating smile, and so on. Therefore, managing one's money is really about managing all of one's resources, which covers every area of our lives: social, physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual. And the focus of this podcast is managing resources in a way that will increase short and long-term happiness. At this point, some of you are wondering about that one resource that can't be used as money. Well, that resource is time. It is really our most valuable resource, yet, in spite of the old expression, time is money, time is not money. Why? Because time cannot be bought, sold, traded, or increased. If time could be used as money, one would be able to trade another resource for more time. For example, I'll give you $1,000 for 1 hour of your time would mean that one person gives up $1,000 and has a 25-hour day that day, and the other person receives $1,000 but only has a 23-hour day that day. But we know that can never happen because everyone has a fixed 24 hours of time every day. Unless, of course, this is the last day of your life, and then you may have something less than 24 hours. But isn't my employer paying me for my time? No, you're being paid to produce something over a given period of time. If it was your time that was being paid for, you could go to work every day and do nothing but play video games and still receive a paycheck. Maybe that would be the expectation if you worked for a video game developer. But for the rest of us, it would never fly with our employer. Let's consider another example of why no one ever pays for someone else's time. You buy concert tickets. If it was the musician's time you were paying for, you would be happy to watch them do nothing but sleep on stage. But you went to hear them play and or sing, not to watch them sleep. It's their musical performance that you paid for, not their time. When I was a college professor, I always had a few students who did not understand that how much or how little time they expended in completing an assignment was not part of the grading criteria. Some students tried to convince me that they should receive credit for incorrect responses because they had spent a lot of time working on the assignment. These students essentially wanted me to pay them for their time instead of for their results. In my mind, I could imagine those same students becoming engineers who spent a lot of time building a bridge but never finished the bridge, but still wanted to be paid for a complete bridge anyway. The old expression, time is money, is really a commentary on the importance of learning to manage time more effectively so that we can become more productive during a given period of time. It is the right kind of results that will reward us with more money. Thanks for listening, and have a great day.